Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I was mid boat project on a boat build, and going through the interwebs, I ended up finding a Kenner bay boat that was retired by FWC, Florida Fish and Wildlife. I got a pretty good deal on it, so I decided, heck, what the hell? It's better than one boat project, two boat projects. So I'll give you guys a little walk around and kind of show you guys everything, and show you what I've identified is wrong with it so far. I've got it jacked all the way up right now because I was getting ready to pressure wash it, and my yard's kind of at a slope, so I wanted to get it, make sure it drains. So registration's current. I don't know if they were using it, but it's definitely current. It's definitely seen better days. This striping is painted on. They took their logos off, but you can still see what it was at one point. So part of the reason why I was interested in it was this motor right here. It is a 2014 225 Yamaha, and it runs. It's got 1,000 hours on it, and so this wasn't the original motor on the boat. The boat's an 01, the motor's a 14. You can see they put a jack plate on there. This is kind of where the hole and the cap meet, and I'm gonna have to get the little trim piece. It's got trim tabs. It's got a B5200 or 4400, an absolute nightmare. So this was my transom tester, figure out if the transom was good or bad. Everything I've read is transom's composite. It can still rot, but I think the transom's fine. So their bumpers are still permanently mounted. The see their striping on this side also. The trailer's in actually good shape. It looks like they put a new tongue and surge valve on there. Jack's in good shape. Like I said, it's jacked all the way up now because I need to pressure wash it. So this is one of the original tires that was on there. I did have a blowout coming up from South Florida. I'm all the way in the Panhandle, so I ended up having to stop at a tire rack and spend $300 on some Goodyears. That was one of the ones that was in better shape, so I just left that on there for sake of saving a little bit of money. So it did come with a bimini top. I took it off just to make access and moving around the boat a little bit easier, but I have opened it up. It is in decent shape, and it does need a little bit of hardware. But let me put my transom tester away. I want to lose it in the yard and end up catching it with a zero turn. Came with this cooler too. Obviously it's no good, but some old ankle rope and some old chain. But other than that, it's just trash. All right, so we've already seen the Yamaha. I'll just kind of go over some of the hatches. This is everything you see is how it came. You see there's a line right there with a nail in it to plug it. I'm not sure what that's off of. This PVC right here is loose. I'm not sure if it's part of the original rigging or FWC did something there. You can see the fuel water separator back there. You might be able to see down in the bilge back there. Not sure. All of the every single latch on the boat is bad. Some of the hinges are bent. Others are these are in decent shape right here. It's missing a screw, but for the most part they're in okay shape. It's a live well. It's actually a pretty big live well. It's one of the disasters that we've got going. We're going to have to fix. You can see all the supports for the latches are bad, which is probably why most of the hinges are bad. Battery, more piping, I'm guessing more of the rigging. This is these controls, this wiring back here, this is just half of it. That's not even the bad half. It actually does get worse. See their anchor light, this is no sealant. They just drilled and put it straight into the deck. Same thing with all this hardware is just, they just threw it on there, and you know, I guess they're not too worried about longevity or anything. Live well, trash, and I'm not sure, some plugs and some rust. You can see this is where all their lights hardware were. The windscreen is in one of the hatches, but as you see, this thing is absolutely filthy. There is definitely nobody's cleaned this thing. Latches are bad. These are probably, those hinges are probably in the best shape. I'm not sure what this these bungee cords are for, but this is a console cover. Go ahead and throw that on there and get it set up before we start pressure washing this thing. But there's the windscreen, more filth. Looks like a little Mylar balloon, rod holder. That's pretty much it. Destroyed hatch. These hinges are these are bad too. I might be able to throw them in a vise and straighten them out, but I've got some new ones on order anyway, so that might be a little bit easier. Might have found a little bit of a soft spot right there. All right, so we've got anchor rope. Definitely was hooked up for a trolling motor at one point. You can see obviously that it's just this, but you see down there, this is high quality stuff right here. Gonna have to fix these holes. It's hard to tell what kind of coring's in there, but might be wood in that. This is just a couple layers of fiberglass. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. There are some you know, access hatches. You can see this hardware, a lot of this stuff is just like these screws are all backing out. Many days have been ruined on that thing. I can guarantee you there's probably been a couple thousand tickets written on that. See, this was some of their I'm guessing lights were mounted on there. We got this right here. I'd have to trace that back and kind of see where it went and how it ends up. So other than that, not too bad. We got this. Take this off. Throw that on the storage trailer. All right, so one of the things I know for sure is bad is this Seastar. What's the model on there? 5271-3. This is 100% bad. I can get the motor to turn in one direction, but the other direction, you can hear it just sounds like it's taking on water, or taking on air. You can hear it hissing as it turns over. Jack plate control, it's very professional install on that. Not sure what this switch does. The jack plate level, trim tabs, storage, gauges. Like I said, everything related to the motor. The motor's 100% good. The motor works. Besides the tilt and trim, having a little issue there. Here, switches. I don't know what any of them do because there's no power to the console at the moment. But you can see there's an old cigarette lighter. The original. These are going to be the original key and ignition for probably the original motor on here. This is their little man overboard thing that they've got. FWC puts on their boats, I guess. And then if you're ready for the anchor, this is absolutely atrocious. So this is going to be a nightmare. I think this, based off this holder, it's a mic holder for a radio of some sort. So that's going to have been, I guess FWC threw that on there for the lights. You can see the little aluminum angle iron they got down there. It's kind of dark and hard to see in there. There's another fuse block back over here. But I'm gonna have to go through all this and figure out what is what connects where, and kind of clean this up. It's not gonna be fun, that's for sure. All right, we got that put back in place. This trim gauge, I'm gonna guess that's for the original motor that was on this. This boat's an 01. The hole's an 01. One back there. This storage box has definitely seen better days. So that's pretty much it. I definitely need to get this thing cleaned up and wash it. I kind of thought maybe I should document it and you know, show some people, show you guys, show my kids that kind of the whole experience of buying a used FWC boat and getting it set up, fixing it up, and seeing what it can do one day. So my first step is I definitely got to get it cleaned up. It is absolutely atrocious right now. It's covered in dirt. It's all oxidized. I want to give it a good pressure washing, and then eventually what I'll do is I will probably either buff the whole thing out or maybe do like an acid etch, clean it up. I'm not sure if I want to see how cheap I can get this thing back up and running, or if I want to just go all out and make it look perfect. I will probably end up somewhere in between, where I end up spending more money than having bought a new boat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the first step is definitely going to be to give it a good pressure washing, clean it up, and set everything up. And then I will, depending on how much traction this gets, I will maybe invest in a better mic, give you guys a little bit better audio, and get everything set up to where you guys can you know, follow along. So comment, subscribe, you know, whatever they usually ask you to do. Like I said, I'm just doing this to just document the experience. My kids have something to do. If you've got any questions or anything, throw it down in the comment section, and follow along for more videos.